You know what I'm noticing more and more and more is that every time we drop that need to perform, that need, full stop, actually, drop need, come into presence with whatever's going on every single time, the perfect actions will unfold. And sometimes that requires some constriction, some pausing, some inaction, if you like, which requires a lot of energy at times. And sometimes that's a pushing. And there's no one piece of philosophy, one piece of advice that is going to fit every single scenario and every single person more accurately. Because if you're on a growth path, if you have chosen to learn more about who you are, and if you are committed to being more of you in the world, then that requires us to lean into our edges. For some people, it's a piece of piss to get up in front of people and be the center of attention and take center stage, and that's effortless for them. And so their work is to not speak all of the time, not share their energy in that way, but rather to constrict in those moments and allow someone else to come forward and take that center stage. For someone who finds that really difficult to speak up, this was once me for many, many, many years. I could not, even in a room full of people who I loved and who loved me, I could not. It would just get stuck here. So terrified of saying the wrong thing. Here I am. And so for that person, the growth happens, the elevation of consciousness, of elevation of timelines, if you like, identity, is to exert effort in the action. And we're not static, as I've just demonstrated, right? Now, I don't think that I'm somebody who walks into a room and takes center stage. That's still not my beingness, personality. And I can speak now, right? And if it became that I was so comfortable being the center of attention and really grabbing it all, then my work would be to dial that back. I had a direction I was going. It's gone. It's gone. So our edges are always changing, right? And it sometimes in certain contexts we can feel a certain way, like this is really easy for me. And it's not that ease is a bad thing either. There's so many nuances in this world of spiritual evolution. It's always a dance. And you always know, I always know what the edge is to lean into. Today, I've had a day of like full-blown anxiety, not wanting to do anything. I had a networking event to go to. I did not want to go to that. I went because I didn't want to go. And that was my edge today. And it was incredible. I made such beautiful connections. And of course I did. I knew I was going to do that because everything in my mind was telling me not to go. And when that happens, that's your subconscious throwing up everything it can in your nervous system and your mind and your feelings to say, let's stay here because we know what it's like here. Let's not elevate, let's not change. It's the unknown that's dangerous. So there's always an edge to lean into, and you know your edges. You know when you're in avoidance versus when you're in a time of pause and recalibration. You do know. You know these things. You have everything. Every answer that you're searching for, that you think is in another person, you know. You know. And sometimes the answer comes through another person. And you will be able to hear it and act on it so clearly when you are not in a state of need. There is no lack. Nothing is missing in you. And of course, you're always evolving. You're always expanding. And when we ask for answers, it comes in every format. It might not be a whisper from within. It might be a YouTube video. It might be a book, a movie, somebody talking on the bus. The answers are always available when we're tuned in to listen and not needing anything. So I'll leave you with that today. If you notice you're in need, pause. Restrict any action coming from that place. Get yourself into a state of wholeness, knowing who you are, knowing that you're safe, you're loved, you're powerful, you're whole, you're complete. Nothing is missing. You are a perfect expression of creation. As always, I would love to hear what you hear in this for you, and anything that has been particularly useful, enlivening, and awakening, then please be the ripple, share, spread the word. There is no need, there is no lack, there is only love. See you tomorrow.